For 41, when you're trying to find an arc length, the formula that they give you is r times theta, but this is in radians. So if they give you 64 degrees, you have to multiply by pi over 180. So 64 over 180 is 16, so that would be 16 pi over 45, and the radius is 3 feet, so you multiply 3 times 16 pi over 45, and you actually include the pi in there, and you get 3.35. For 42, you get 1/2 r squared theta, but once again it's got to be in radians, so I'm going to do 184 times pi over 180. So 184 over 180 is actually 46 over 45. So we got 1/2 46 pi over 45, and r this time is 9.2. So 1/2 times 9.2 squared times 46 pi over 45, rounded to the nearest tenth, is 135.9. For problem number 43, they ask for what the period is, and for the period of any sine function it's 2 pi over k, which in this case is 2 pi over 2, which is pi. For problem number 44, what you want to do is you want to find the amplitude. Well, the amplitude is always positive, so the absolute value of -4 is 4. The period, like in the last problem, is 2 pi over k, and k this time is 4, so that gives me pi over 2. And the phase shift is putting whatever is inside the parentheses equal to 0. So you add 1, 4x equals 1, x equals 1/4, and that's the phase shift. For problem number 45, write the equation of cosine. Well, okay, so we'll put cosine here. And the amplitude is 3, so this could be plus or minus 3. And then 2 pi over k is equal to 4 pi. Multiply both sides by k, and divide by 4 pi. And 2 divided by 4 is 1/2. So it's either 1/2 theta, or they could say theta over 2. Same thing. And that's your answer for 45. For number 46, we have an amplitude of 2, and this is a sine function. So 2 plus or minus 2, sine, stuff in the middle, vertical shift is down 3. 2 pi over k is equal to the period, which in this case is pi. So 2 pi equals k pi. Divide both sides by pi, and k is equal to 2. Now, since the vertical shift is left, that is negative pi over 6, and I'm going to put that in there. So 2 times negative pi over 6 plus c equals 0. Well, 2 times negative pi over 6, if I do 2 times 1/6 in my calculator, it turns out to be negative pi over 3. So C equals positive pi over 3. And there's my answer for 46. Problem number 47, we need two arithmetic means in between -2 and 58. Since it said arithmetic, I'm using that formula. So 58 equals -2 plus, there's 4 of them. I'm going to add 2. So 60 equals 3D. Divide by 3. And 20 equals D. So when I add 20, I get 18. When I add 20, I get 38. So 18 and 38 would be my answer. For problem number 48, I have 8 plus 10 plus 12. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're adding because it says sum. And we want 40 terms. Well, the formula is n divided by 2, a sub 1 plus a sub n. And we have the 40 divided by 2. We know 8 is the first number, but we do not know the last number. So we have to go back to our first formula. And a sub 1 is still 8. N is 40. And to get from 8 to 10 is 2. So 8 plus 40 minus 1 times 2 is 86. So 86 is the last number. So now my formula. One 880. Number 49. This time we have two geometric means in between -6 and -162. So a to the n equals a sub 1 r to the n minus 1. So -162 equals -6 r to the 4 minus 1 divided by -6. And we get 27 equals r to the third. Cube root both sides, which is in the math menu under number 5. Under number 4 actually. So 3 equals r. -6 times 3 is -18. -18 times 3 is -54. And we don't have to worry about anything because when you cube root something, you don't have to plus or minus. 50, we're looking for the first 10 terms of this formula. So the formula is a sub 1 minus a sub 1 r to the n over 1 minus r. So 7 is the first term. R equals -14 divided by 7, which means R is equal to -2. And it asks for 10 terms divided by 1 minus -2. Well, make sure that you put the numerator in parentheses and you put the denominator in parentheses. And you wind up with -2,387. We'll ask 5 on the next video.